Alright, hey there, Prox Gaming Crew, and this is Proxify here, and welcome back to Ni No Kuni, the Wrath of the White Witch Let's Play. And if you did miss out during the last one, well, we are now back over at Motorville because we need to go and help out with Myrtle, which I believe she is the Starry Mary that we had to go and see from before during the very beginning of the episode when we were hanging out with Philip and having to go and see that horrendous type of event that went on from what was going on with Oliver's mom and all that stuff. And not only that, but we need to go and take care of our next up-and-coming boss battle that is going to happen within our way for this episode, and that is going to be known as Rusty's Nightmare, because Myrtle, that the girl that is here, we need to go and help out with her dad, which apparently it seems like he has some sort of nightmare that is causing out with what his rage is going on. I know that we kind of heard some over things from another neighbor that was telling us that I guess the dad is like quite grumpy in some situations, so we need to go and try to make sure that we go and take care of that, so that I want to say back over at Drippy's side with that soulmate of Rashad there, because Rusty and Rashad are basically both the same two different people. Hopefully he doesn't need to be angry over there, and we can continue onwards with the story that is going to be happening. Now, within these two videos for today, not only are we going to be doing our time out here with Ni No Kuni, the Wrath of the White Witch, but we are going to have to, of course, be continuing onwards with some more of the Ocarina of Time Let's Play. I'm pretty excited around with that. Hopefully you guys are as well too, because the Fire Temple is almost done, and that means we are going to have to go and battle with that up-and-coming boss within that area, known as Volvagia, the pet dragon that Link, back in the manga, used to go and have from before, until Ganon went and caused out the problem that was going on, and we have to go and fight that dragon that is going to happen within there. Which I do have to say, though, out of all the different bosses that Ocarina of Time does have, I want to say Volvagia is one of the easiest of the bunch that you can go and do, because I'm pretty sure that you could probably knock out Volvagia in no time and just continue onwards from where we need to go and head off into, well, for what we need to do within later on within the game, because, of course, we do have to head on into the Shadow Temple next. But enough about with Ocarina of Time, because that is going to happen within the next episode.
Oh, nothing. I'm gonna come see you again. Okay,
yeah.
Myrtle?
So that, hopefully, maybe later on, if we keep on coming back here every so often, maybe Myrtle will probably go and finally hang around with us, and maybe she'll probably join alongside with our team. But clearly from what the cover art actually shows out here on the PS4, it looks like that she is going to probably be joining alongside with us. Probably her soulmate form, but we'll have to see.
But Myrtle.
But now, there is some brand new other enemies that are happening within the Almoon type of desert area that is around. I'm not going to go and show you guys the rest of the different enemies, because they are very, very difficult. And, well, if you guys kind of see about with my team that I do have, they are not really as great. But later on, throughout a little bit of some off-recording out here throughout this episode, I decided to go and train up most of my guys, such as with King, Binge, and also with Jazzcat, and decided to get them all the way up into around the level 12 or a level 11 type of range, because Rusty's Nightmare, the big boss that is going to happen within here, is going to be somewhat the around within the level 12, level 13 range, so you want to make sure that you are somewhere around there so that you can at least get yourself with the damage. Now, I do actually decide to head back to the Almamoon area and decide to get myself with a brand new weapon for King to go and help ourselves out a little bit, and let's go and grab that certain item. Now, I want to say it's known as like the Bone Blade or something. I know that that's a brand new blade that's going to be there for King, or I should say the Bone Sword. Well, basically a blade is basically, well, still the same thing, right? But there we go. And we're going to add that, boost up a little bit more of our attack right there. And also, too, not only that, but since we have the well-worn sword, why not go and sell the thing? Because we can basically get back most of our money here anyways. So let's go and do it. And now, I think during my time around here as well, I decided to get myself a little bit of some more of the extra breading, just so that, because with the bread that I did have, and having to go and battle with all those different enemies off recording just to go and train up, I had to make sure to go and buy some of that type of stuff. Now, that ice copy, though, however, for the MP recharging, that costs around 200 gil, so just be a little bit cautious when you go and see one of those. You can go and pick them up from certain other enemies that will go and drop some items there, so you may be lucky enough. I did go and pick up one, but however, I did have to go and use it, I think, during my time of some other off-record business, so you guys didn't get to go and see that. But, however, there is some other brand new status elements that can go and help out during the time of some battles. But again, Don't really want to go and buy them just yet because I don't think we're going to be getting into like too much of crazy type of details yet, but that is something on my mind to come back to, just so that we don't have to get the blindness and everything. Now, Rusty's Nightmare, for the boss that we are going to have to go out with, is going to actually have a blindness type of cause effect. So if you do have some extra other type of gil with you or any other type of extra money alongside with you, that should probably be one item that you should probably go and keep on buying out for a little bit, just so you don't have to have the blindness effect. But either way, it will go away afterwards. It's not like it's going to be like a permanent effect. It will disappear, but if you want to get rid of it quickly, that is something to go and kind of worry about here. But we do have some extra other type of things as well. I know that we do have some extra items to kind of give off over here to our familiars, just so that we can kind of boost up a little bit with some of their magic attacks and other things, but that's about it. Nothing really too much out of the ordinary there, but there is a certain chest that you can go and pick up, and that will give you a sandwich. And I did actually go and pick that up back over at the shop there, but that was kind of like doing some off-record stuff. But here we are back over at the Rusty shop here. So now we're going to have to go and actually meet up with Rusty to see how this battle is going to be. And yep, so this is just kind of a way of the lookout of what our team is all about from there. I know that we did get ourselves a brand new move for Jazz Cat back in the last episode. That was known as the healing type of move. So very handy there. Okay, so let's go and finally see what is happening within this guy. And whoa, that kind of looks a little bit familiar, right? Because like that kind of like what happened before with that soldier guy when he was like having that broken heart that was going on, and we had to go and use up the enthusiasm. But even if we go and try to do that, it seems like that's not going to really be somewhat beneficial, because it's going to be a whole other different type of scenario here, and that's why we got the nightmare problem. So look at this. So the wife is going to go and try to give him some food, and hopefully that can probably make him happy, right? Oh, he's not hungry. Oh, man. What the heck? That's not nice. You know, your wife just gives you some food and you just completely slap it on the ground like that? Oh, man, that's not cool at all. Hey, you know what? If that food went onto the ground or if it got broken, maybe I could probably have it. Well, you know what? Let's go and face off with this guy because he's been a problem for a little bit, but we can make sure that we can go and put him back in his right place, right? Yep, so that's what Drippy's saying, that he's a nightmare. Now, I need to say that the form of this nightmare kind of looks a little bit weird. It kind of feels like he has like one really weird derpy face that once we go and see what's going to happen within this web. But we're almost done with the episode. Just only 3 more minutes to go. Now, this battle did take a little bit of some time, but I did edit it all the way down so that you guys can be able to kind of at least digest everything that's going to happen here. But yeah, look at this guy. This guy has like such a weird face. He looks like something that probably crawled out of some sort of Halloween movie. But here we go. Let's do it. So let's bring up with Binge, and so far I have to say, off recording, I was training up Binge quite a bit, and this man did some insane amount of damage, and he did really well across from other different enemies that I went and faced off over at the desert. Now, Binge didn't do as great around within this battle, but at least he did well him down a little bit with the extra sharpened of the attacks there. Now, here is the hard heart attack. This will actually cause blindness, so you want to make sure that you're a little bit careful, because now, unfortunately, our attacks are going to miss mainly most of the times, but don't worry, it will disappear later. But we did get a critical, though. So very nice. So after a little bit of some time, now this nightmare is going to cause out some weird type of orbs. Now you want to make sure that you do not touch those orbs because you will get directly poisoned. So make sure that you actually have at least some sort of like poison item to go and help you out with you not having to get yourself completely injured. So we're going to have to go and set up for a healing touch. Make sure that we get ourselves all completely all healed up once again. Jeez. I don't know why I was having a hard time trying to get out the completely type of word out of my mouth there, but there we go. Now, just around with it here for today, me and my friend Kevin, we just went and did our Wonder Co-op episode, so you guys will hopefully get to see that a little bit later throughout the week, and that should be pretty nice. But there we go, just like that, King is working out pretty well with the brand new sword that we do have. It is doing like 10 amount of damage, so that's doing really nice. Yeah, so be careful when it kind of does that slap attack, because it does like multitude of different hits right here. But there we go, and just like that, get ourselves a little bit quickly healed back up once again. And let's go and try out something else here. Let's bring out with King once more. Even though that we're out of the MP, unfortunately I can't really go and do any of my frostbite attack. I want to say that the frostbite actually does do a lot of damage to this rusty nightmare guy. So there we go. And just like that, that boss is now completely down and out. And now we can go and end off with the episode within our time. And there we go, level 13s for everybody except for Jazz Cat though, so very handy there. At least everybody gets some really nice good stats along the way. So hopefully Rusty did come back to his senses though. So his heart is still broken though. Well, maybe we could go and probably use our spell that we've been using from before from all these other different characters that we had to go and help out from before. Kindness? I don't think we ever worked around with kindness yet. But anyways, we're going to end off this episode here. I'll see you guys in the next one. And of course, peace.